Hello, Ben's here.
Greetings. And hello.
It's Metallica Jr.
This is Ben's favorite band, he told me.
What band is this?
Metallica.
Ben was telling me how Ride the Lightning is the supreme 1980s thrash metal album.
Actually, probably one of the worst albums.
That's it.
That's what I say about everything. Unless it's Neutral Milk Hotel.
I also quite like...
That's actually a really good album.
I like My Bloody Valentine's Loveless. You may have heard of it. Oh, yeah, let's go.
Please.
Let's start with something more
Guys,
fun.
please. Come on.
So, Enter
Let's
Sandman...
not disparage actually good albums.
I actually like Slint's Spiderland.
So I remember last part Spencer was talking about how
What
this is the
about
most
Galaxy
overrated
500?
song of all time. Which I kind of agree with, but you gotta admit, this song is catchy.
It is definitely catchy, don't get me wrong. I think it's one of those things where if I didn't have to hear it like every day for like 30 years, I'd be okay.
Oh, whoa,
Is
whoa,
that okay?
whoa, whoa.
Star
No,
Power, or,
no.
okay. I was like, holy crap, that is...
I cannot do that.
That is some hyperspeed.
I don't know why it was...
That's like the people who play on a Clone Hero when they put it to like note speed 10. It's like, bro, that is...
No.
Dude, you want to download some songs?
Yes.
You want to download some songs on Guitar
Have to
Hero
load everything, checking for thing.
I would love to load
Loading again.
some songs to download.
I like how people are like, 360 the good old days. And me and Trevor are like, how about the time where there wasn't internet capability?
Yeah.
Except
Hello?
for Dreamcast.
Must load this simple menu.
Love it.
The 360 was really not a great time.
I actually think it was, but...
The 360 and PS3 were very kind of awkward systems in terms of just like
was
how
cool.
games looked and
Okay.
performed.
It was
Whoops.
cool if you had consistent internet.
The 360...
And you were like one of those Halo types, you know?
What? I don't want to be Lars. Get out of here. I want to be my boy, Eddie Knox.
What is beginner? Is
For-
that just like no frets at all?
Yes, you just strum. So I want to mention that the 360 era was probably the worst thing to ever happen to gaming, simply because like the HD era is when budgets for video games started like absolutely skyrocketing.
Yeah, it was-
Budgets and time.
Honestly, I'd say the two worst things to ever happen to the video game industry is the 360 and Resident Evil 4. It's true, but
And both are pretty cool. Like I like the 360.
like I like Resident Evil 4, but man, it influenced.
They individually, like in a vacuum, they're awesome. As far as their influence, not that great.
But they like influenced developers in the wrong ways.
Yeah.
It's like when people looked at RE4, it was like they're like, oh, QTEs and I don't know, the bad parts of that game, the island, instead of like how it's a good game.
Like the atmosphere and the gameplay, they're like, oh, QTEs would be pretty nice. Did I ever tell you about the game I played where the final boss was a QTE?
What was it?
Dying Light 1. The entire final boss is like a string of QTEs. And I like that game. Although, to be fair, I only played that because I played that with 3 friends online. Like, I would never have played it myself, but the fact that you can play with 4 people at the same time while messing around in a parkour zombie setting was pretty cool. Ben, did you play the new Saints Row game that just came out?
No.
A.k.a. Zoomer Saints Row.
It has a
I
Metacritic.
never played the original Saints Row.
The PS5 version has a Metacritic of like 62.
Yeah.
It's getting thrashed even by critics.
I'm surprised that's even that high.
Yeah, but 62 for professional critics is like
Oh,
a
yeah.
3 out of 10.
True. You're trying to get that hold.
Yeah, this game has insanely hard holds.
If you can look over at the base next time we get to that part, I would really like you to see that hold they have you do. I'll try to mention it next time.
Austin never land.
No, and like, this song is extremely catchy. I guess as a true TM Metallica fan who likes not just Black Album song, it bothers me. Just like when people are like Red Hot Chili Peppers, oh, Californication. I'm like, oh god. It's fine. Californication is fine. but it's not what I think of when I think of Red Hot Chili
Yeah,
Peppers.
but I will say that
Yeah, I think
I like the song a lot
Look,
better.
Trap, watch this.
Oh my god.
Okay, that one was all.
I definitely like this song a lot better than Nothing Else Matters.
Dude, I think
I do not understand why that's their most popular. Whoops.
if you want a song that's an absolute banger off the Black Album, Sad But True, which did we play already?
It's on this game, I don't remember if we played it.
That is a banger. And Wherever I May Roam is also a pretty good banger. So I've been playing Guitar Hero, Warriors of Rock, and I kind of like it a lot.
Yeah.
Although, and this is like a minor thing, because you can always play the songs on quick play, but I still don't quite understand how the career works, because every person then has like a different, like, unique ability. Like Johnny Napalm, the rocker guy, starts out at like a ×3 multiplier, like always. So, and there's a lot of mean scores, like you can get up to like 10 stars on songs. So I'm like, did I do as good as I could?
Yeah, it seems like, at least going off of Score Hero, they only care about quick play.
Yeah. It's fun. So I'm like, even the most boring songs on that game are like pretty rad. So once we get to that, eventually, I assume we'll do GH5 first.
Yeah.
But people should be pretty excited. 6 months from now?
Yeah,
9
and
months from now?
Warriors of Rock has like 100+ songs set, so it's gonna take us forever too.
Yeah. My bad. I've watched, like, I don't want to say a lot, but a decent amount of behind-the-scenes Metallica stuff, and I will say, James Hetfield seems pretty cool, like, all things considered. Lars is kind of annoying. Robert Torrio doesn't really exist, and Kirk's pretty quiet, but James is pretty cool. Like, I watched this, like, documentary on when they chose Robert to be the new bassist, and I don't know, they were pretty cool. So, there's that. Then.
Yeah, and then they were like, oh, we don't like Napster. Remember that?
I do remember that. Someone's gonna fight for the 1%.
That's right.
Nuke the whales? Gotta nuke something.
That's right.
I was thinking about that the other day.
Nuke the Whales is so good.
Dude, there's just certain, there's certain old Simpsons, like, gags that will always be just awesome.
They're timeless. Like, they're more...
Nuke the whales?
They're, like, more, like, current than they were 30 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy. Local man yells at cloud. As I get older, the "it'll happen to you" is like more and more a thing. Like, I even tell some, because like Ben's pretty young, the other Ben that works at CIB, and I'll be like, oh, I'll ask him a question, and I'll be like, oh, I don't know, and I'll be like, "It'll happen to you." He's like, I'm old, I'm 23. I'm like, "It'll happen to you." I like this song.
So we got it.
This is another song that, like, I find it really catchy, but I don't know if I actually, like, genuinely like it.
What? Where's your crown, king?
We got it in.
It's definitely catchy.
Copy of Celebrity Deathmatch, and other Ben proved that he had like way more knowledge about Celebrity Deathmatch than I did.
Oh yeah, Ben is like a huge...
Being like, what? I don't know, single-digit age when it was airing.
I'm just looking at what you have to do. That's funny.
It was pretty funny. First of all, that Celebrity Deathmatch exists in the first place, and second of all, that there's a game about it.
it's the guitar, if you were wondering on that, Trevor. Like, was I doing it too fast? I don't know. I vaguely remember Celebrity Deathmatch, and I was at an age where I was like, I think I told Ben this the other day, like, I knew who the people were. I was like, oh, I know who Marilyn Manson is, but I, like, did not know why they would be fighting the people they were fighting. And sometimes, like Ben said, it was completely random. What was the one you said? Jim Carrey and Mariah Carey, just because they have the same last name? Was that it?
I didn't say any. I don't think I discussed this at all with
Oh,
you.
that must have been Other Ben.
It must. Are you confusing me with Other Ben?
Dude, you were there on Saturday. We talked about Celebrity Deathmatch.
We did not.
Oh, then Ben piggybacked off that.
No, it did have Anna Nicole Smith, though, who died, like, less than 5 years after that game was released.
I watched the documentary on it. I unfortunately know.
And then there was Carrot Top. Yeah, Ben was telling me, like, oh yeah, like, you know, I know all these celebrities, but he's like 23, so like he shouldn't.
I don't think there's any reason anyone of any age should know who Carrot Top is.
I should know, like, I'll know who Tommy Lee is, okay? Especially because he was in the news recently, for reasons that I probably shouldn't recite on video.
Sure. All I can add to that conversation, Ben, is that Carrot Top lives in Las Vegas, and Ashley's family sees him, like, regularly, just out and about. It's hard to miss the guy who's, like, very redheaded, very swole, and very annoying.
Yeah. He hangs out, he sticks up about 3 feet out of the ground, and people pull him by his hair out. And it's like they're picking a carrot. His name
No,
is
this
Carrot Top.
part. Love it. Speaking of Carrot Top, why can I get it now?
Your power level went up in the middle of the song.
I'm just gonna blame the engine. Like, that's fair, right?
So one thing that this game suffers from, I think I said it in the last part, but it might have been, I don't know, might have been not super specific. This game really suffers from the audio delay glitch, because every single song is 10 minutes long, and mostly the audio delay glitch only happens if you miss, but since this game is hard, I'm going to miss, and Spencer's going to miss. And, like, when we get to the Death Magnetic song, All Nightmare Long, it's gonna be a nightmare.
Didn't I play that on stream the other day?
It's gonna be hard on bass too. It's gonna be like 5 seconds out of sync.
Anyway, speaking of Carrot Top, Ben, remember Andy Dick?
I do remember Andy Dick.
I'm sorry for that. What a piece of crap. He, like, literally was, like, somewhat somehow involved with Phil Hartman's death because he was such a piece of crap. That's all I have to say about that.
Oh yeah, he's still a piece of crap. Like, I mean, there's nothing.
Hello, one more stop hour.
There's really no way to go about it. It's just like he's just a piece of crap. He's Hollywood's biggest piece of crap.
And that's crazy. That's like picking the biggest piece of crap that's in, like, an elephant place where elephants live and crap.
A zoo?
A zoo, yeah. Well, I was thinking like an elephant cage. I was gonna say cage, but, like, you know what I mean. Do you know who hates Andy Dick and I think once punched him or fought him? Absolutely based John Lovitz.
I believe that's correct.
I think I remember hearing that story where, like, one time Andy Dick was just being Andy Dick and John Lovitz just went up and went, "Hey, it stinks!" and punched him in the face. He probably didn't say it stinks, but
Yeah, because that's that's a The Critic line.
John Lovitz rules, by the way.
Yeah, no, he does. And also The Critic rules. But, I think he might have recited that on a, I feel like I heard that on Norm Macdonald's podcast.
I was gonna say, somehow it would involve Norm.
Yeah, before he passed, which, you know, God bless him.
Literally too soon. It'll always be too soon. Stop.
The only person I ever actually thought too soon.
Actually, no.
Besides everyone in 9/11.
Actually, considering that he was one of the first people to make 9/11 jokes, I think we should make jokes about his passing, and that he would like that. So... Oh, sorry.
I don't know. I'm
Awesome.
sorry. I just...
Sorry.
It's so good. So many points are getting... But... It's... Man, Norm was so good.
Do you remember that show? It wasn't The Critic. It was the one where, it was, like, during the same period of time, and it involved, like, some psychiatrist. And it was, like, kind of like home movies in the way it was made, where, like, all the characters were, like, squiggly all the time. Do you remember that one? What about Duckman? Remember Duckman?
Duckman is ringing a bell. The other one is also ringing a bell, but it's
the guy always he was a bald guy, and he always had like a yellow shirt on. Remember Dilbert, the animated show, which was actually good?
Yeah,
it's actually pretty
good. It's a shame about like Scott Adams and like who he is.
Calm down. It doesn't matter. He's a little crazy. But we're all a little crazy, man.
Oh man. Well, okay, he got. He just got crazier and crazier over time. I'll say that.
He had too many bolo ties.
That's right.
Dilbert, I want you to wear this. I texted Ben one time when a customer came into CIB wearing a bolo tie, and I said, Ben, no joke, a guy just came in wearing a bolo tie, and he said, I don't believe you. And I said, I swear to God, this guy's wearing a bolo tie, and he was. I would lie about a lot, Ben. I'm not gonna lie to you about that, but I would never lie about someone wearing a bolo tie.
I find it really difficult to believe someone would lie about seeing someone wearing a bolo tie.
That's what I'm saying. I would never lie about that.
It's very like specific things that it's like, well,
I actually don't.
I know it's stupid, but like, I don't have any reason to disbelieve you.
I actually, the only reason I know that it's called a bolo tie is because of the Dilbert thing.
Because of Dilbert 2 or 3 or whichever one it is.
I've seen him before. I think they had him in like Arrested Development and stuff like that. But
yeah.
But now I know forever it's a polo tie. And I really wanted to go to the guy and be like, nice polo tie, but I didn't. Because he was, this might surprise you, Ben, he was a little awkward. Like, he was nice, but he was a little awkward. Can you believe that? The guy wearing the bolo tie in 2022 in Lancaster County?
That's weird.
I know, right? I thought he was going to be Giga Chad.
Yeah, and he was just humming the RoboCop theme.
Not even the RoboCop theme from Game Boy, just the actual RoboCop theme. Speaking of that, boys, RoboCop, best movie ever? I think so.
It's a really perfect movie.
Yep.
I've never seen it, actually. I still haven't seen it. I
don't think it's like the best movie ever, but it's like perfectly executed in what it wanted to do.
I like taking a bunch of things from similar 80s movies and making them know like one big meme. Like, whenever I hear RoboCop, I think, it's just been revoked, which is the line in Lethal Weapon. Or what if we say RoboCop was a Christmas movie, like Die Hard?
Dude, this song has constant star power.
RoboCop, is that Werner Herzog?
Werner Herzog, yes.
That's right. Okay. I don't know why I went to Werner Herzog instead of RoboCop. Paul Verhoeven, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why I'm mixing up Werner Herzog.
That's okay, I said it anyway because I wasn't really paying attention.
Paul Verhoeven. Wait, but Paul Verhoeven also also did Starship Troopers, right?
He was doing his part.
That's meme. That's right. That's a meme. From
What?
that movie.
Oh, I was saying he was doing his part. Wow.
That's very funny. I can't believe you
All I can
thought of that independently.
Thank you. All I can say is Gary Busey's son is in it. That's all you need. Best movie ever.
Starship Troopers is also a perfectly executed movie in terms
Yeah.
of what I wanted to do.
I agree. Hey, Paul, what's his name? He was killing it. You know what? I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna be a little hot take, okay? Dread from 2012, best movie of the 2010s. That movie is. Come on! That
I think
movie.
this song is pretty much over, right?
Yeah, I might not even have any more notes. Oh, sorry. That movie is literally perfect. Did anyone else see it?
No.
No.
Oh, I heard it's good though. I thought you were talking about the new RoboCop like reboot. I was like,
No.
what are you talking
No,
about?
the one
But
that's
no,
just called Dread.
The Dread movie's good.
With the guy from The Boys, the like Australian guy from The Boys. Bruh.
The thing I really like about, and I'm just gonna go ahead and ignore what you're talking about and go back to what I wanted to talk about.
No.
Which was Starship Troopers, which is that they really ignored the original source material and just made it a parody of the original source material.
What was the source material?
The source material was like, actually, it's good to have like a fascistic like future society where like, you know, everyone gets drafted into like, you know, killing bugs or whatever. Like Paul Verhoeven was like, actually, this is stupid, and I'm going to take this source material and like turn it on its head.
That's because he wasn't American and he was doing like
That's right.
like kind of showing American memes and tropes.
Yeah. Good first note, by the way.
Yeah, I missed the first note because I was trying to get my fingers on the right thing. I'm sorry.
But that's one of my favorite little details, which is that like Paul Verhoeven just like completely disrespects the entire like the source material in a sense, like not like literally, but like it makes a mockery of it. Which I think is like I'll say that's an extreme cookie chat move.
Oh yeah. The best thing a director can do is take the source material and just say, good idea, but it sucks.
Yeah, this is awful.
Thank you, Stanley Kubrick. You are a god.
It's like, oh, hey. I mean, the concept is interesting, but like ideologically, I hate it.
Well, the best part about that is all the book people can forever be like, the book is better. Hey Ben, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. This might surprise you. This is the hottest take of all time. Ready?
Yeah.
Did you know that the 800-page book is better than the 2.5-hour movie? Trev, can you believe that?
What are you telling me that all the Harry Potters, they didn't include every single scene from the book? Are you telling me that it was a fever dream in the book even more than the movie? Are you telling me that they didn't put the leper scene in the movie?
They should never take Stephen King stuff for fact.
I need to know what book and what movie you're talking about.
It.
If it's okay, it could be like and the game could be like Modern Warfare 2.
No, like It, like Stephen King's It, which is literally.
What if you had It in Modern Warfare 2?
Oh, I'm still not quite following.
It's a joke.
It's not a joke. It would be a great idea, and I'm going to pitch it.
Oh, you mean Pennywise in Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
Well, but its name is Pennywise.
Yeah, but just like every time you don't even have to look directly at it, but anytime like a sewer grate is in view, you see Pennywise and he kills you instantly.
I love it. You know what? I'm gonna make a movie based on Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and the entire movie is gonna be people calling the monster Frankenstein, and I'll go, no.
No.
And the very first line will be like, did you know the monster was actually just called a monster and not Frankenstein? And that'll be the entire premise of it. There we go, let's go. Yeah, I mean, really, when someone comes out and, like says something like, you know, Game of Thrones, the books are better, and I'm like, oh, you mean the thing where you can literally just, like, write anything you want and not have to worry about, like, budget or people, you can just write it. And just storyboard it and write it, and you're good. Did you know that that's the book's better than the show? Wow. Although, to be fair to book people, when they ran out of book material, season 7 and 8 happened, and, you know, that's
material,
bad.
Like paper and ink?
No, like, big boy George R.R. Martin didn't release a book for, like, 12 years. And he literally had, like, 8 years after the show started to just write one book, and he didn't. What a giga, Chad.
Here's the thing about book people. They're trained to have better imagination. So they can just imagine their own ending.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Dude, having an imagination kicks ass.
Did anyone actually watch Game of Thrones?
I did not.
I know I'm like 3 years too late. I mean, I watched it when it was on, like the last one. But my favorite thing of the last, I don't know, 10 years when it comes to television was everyone was so excited for the episode that the White Walkers actually break through. And it was the infamous episode where you can't see anything because it was so dark. You literally cannot see anything. And I can kind of get what they were going for, like, well, you know, it was the Middle Ages in the middle of the night. Yes, that is realistic. But you know what's that's not good for? Making a television show. So, like, literally, like, main characters were dying, and you couldn't see it. It's awesome.
Yeah, and, like, the book obviously would, like, explain that it's dark, but you still know what's happening because he would just tell you.
Yep.
Oh, is this song over? Oh my god, look at her score. I thought that was like 66667.
No!
It might be 68667.
So anyone out there who wants to unsubscribe because their book is better than the movie person, why are you watching a Guitar Hero Metallica video on our channel if you're like that? But go ahead and unsubscribe, then resubscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't get left out.
Wait, no. Any book guys reading this channel, and they're reading this channel.
They probably put it on mute and then just have. Are there closed captions on these videos? Do they like auto-generate?
Put closed captions.
Do I have to choose that as an option?
I don't know. You might have
for
I want to
something.
say that Google auto-generates
For
it,
something
but
like this, it would be impossible. It would be like us talking about something and you hear sad but true.
But
We have no idea.
What you book guys, what you nerds should do is pick up Spencer's book and read that.
Actually, pick it up and don't read it. And pretend you read it,
Fine,
and then email me and tell me about how brilliant it is, and I'll just assume you didn't read it, because it's not. Got him.
Fine, whatever.
oh yeah,
You
this
didn't have
song.
to describe exactly what I did.
What?
Never mind.
You didn't read it, which is fine, and it's also not good, so that's also fine. It's just, if you ever wanted to know what to be moderately bipolar is, just read my book. That's it. I don't remember this song.
Yeah, Spencer's book,
This is a
title,
99 song.
The Mild BPD Experience.
I don't know if I told you, but one of the only people that I know read it was this one customer who, she's so nice, she comes in with her husband and she was like, hey, I read your book. I was like, really? She was like, yeah, it spoke to me a lot. She was like, I'm bipolar, and I understood everything, and I was like, oh, that's why.
What? Interesting.
Yeah. She was like, it really spoke to me. I was like, huh. Cool.
I will say I skipped that, but that's not that's not anything against you, because even a lot of books that I really wanted to read, I have done no more than skimming it.
Wait, you're telling me when you come to one of the chapters where it's like 4 solid pages of 1 paragraph, no punctuation, you skim that? Oh my god.
I'm so bad. I haven't read a book in like basically 5 years.
Trevor, do you hear that? When he comes to a page where there's literally no breaks, no paragraphs, no punctuation, he skims it?
Oh,
Wow.
I'm the ultimate man-child because I only read manga.
I don't even read manga. I just read Lovecraft short stories.
But honestly,
you guys would be best friends.
well, the thing is that I like pretty much exclusively read manga nowadays. I barely watch anime.
When's
Yeah, he's very much into like kill and all that.
when's more One Punch Man coming? Like, is there enough?
Did you watch season 2?
Yeah,
Did you actually like season 2?
not as much as season
Okay.
1.
It was done by a different studio.
Oh,
It was like outsourced to a different, like, cheaper one.
Yeah, well, like, even the ending of season 2 was like,
It's in the middle of
Nothing.
They literally, the arc that they started in season 2 just ended in the manga, like, a couple weeks ago. It
Okay.
is such a long, it literally took 5 years to finish.
oh my god. Okay, well, no wonder.
they should have called it season
Oh,
2
sorry,
of
sorry, sorry,
One
sorry.
Punch Man, 2 Punch Man.
I don't know if there'll ever be a
Second
2 Punch
season,
Man.
Second season.
Spoilers!
Well, there is fights that take more than one punch, but it's more that he just doesn't care.
Spoilers for One Punch Man. The very last thing in the show is when he one punches the centipede, and I was like, how's that the end of a season? You know?
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I don't know
Garo,
how that would be a spoiler to literally anyone.
obviously
out of
Garo is the
context.
main antagonist, but he doesn't get dealt with for a long time.
Oh, I thought the main antagonist would be the thing that eats the other demons.
No.
Oh. Oh, also, spoiler for the new DBZ movie. Okay, spoiler. Okay. Did you see the post-credits thing?
Yeah.
Where Vegeta finally beats Kakarot in like a sparring match. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. I really like the movie. The only thing I didn't... There's 2 things I didn't like about it. The fact that it's CG, the entire thing. I just wish it was 2D animation. And also, Cell Max is a pretty... I don't know. Like, they wanted to use Cell, but then they just made him, like, a screaming giant for some reason.
Even Ferris said that he doesn't know who Cell is, but he was like, that Cell guy only screamed. And I was like,
Yeah, I don't know why they brought back Cell to just make him into, like... I mean, he's like 50 feet tall, or 100 feet tall, and he just screams. It's like, why use the cell design for that thing?
Wait. The one thing I missed is, when is Broly a character? Like, what did I miss? Is it a movie?
Yeah, there's a Broly movie. You didn't watch Broly the movie?
No.
You should watch it. It's my favorite one.
Is it, like, during Super?
Yeah, it's the
Oh.
it's the super version, but Toriyama didn't have anything to do with Broly when it was like originally done in the 90s.
Oh.
But he like re-examined that character and then made him like canon to Super. Well,
Okay, cool.
Sort of.
I'll watch that then.
But yes, Broly the movie is like, I mean, just like all the other ones.
Wait.
It's like 30% setup and then 70% fight.
So it was...
But-
No. This new one was like 70% setup, 30%.
Yeah, it's
It was
opposite.
weird.
But just imagine Broly. You just have to watch it. The power scaling is ridiculous. Broly goes from absolutely nothing to the strongest in the universe.
How about you imagine this instead?
A raccoon wearing a dress.
Yeah.
That can be Broly.
That is Broly. We already played Albatross.
That's
That's cool.
actually the best thing that I've seen all day.
We just have Lifeline and then just Let's Tries, right?
I guess, yeah.
So we'll just do 5 more songs or something.
So the DBZ movies during Super is
Battle of
Battle of
Gods.
Gods, Resurrection F,
Yeah.
Broly, and then this one,
Yeah.
right? So I only missed Broly. Got it.
Yeah.
But Battle of the Gods and Resurrection F just, like, tell the story of Super, right? Like,
Well,
I'm not missing anything?
The Super anime was just, the first 2 arcs were just retelling the movies, not the other way around.
Okay. And I've seen the anime, so I'm good there. But I'll watch the Broly one. That's cool. Honestly, the Dragon Ball movies, even, like, back in, like, the heyday of Z, were, like, okay.
Yeah, some were better than others. The third Broly movie is, like, the worst thing I've ever seen. But usually they're, like, just, like...
You don't even understand, Ben.
They're just fine. But there's some movies, like the one with Janemba, which I think is Fusion Reborn. That is a really good movie.
I liked, there was
it has,
a couple...
like, some of the best cell animation of all time.
I'll have to check that out. What was I gonna say? There's a couple Future Trunks ones that are good. Then there's, like, the cooler ones and the Revenge of Cooler that you're like, not so cool.
I mean, the movies were really just supposed to be... They were made more for to show at Japanese festivals to give the general gist of DBZ at the time. So that's why, like, Cooler is just, like, Frieza again. He has 5 forms instead of 4.
Also, like, the first 3 or 4 are, like, so disappointing. Like, Dead Zone, Tree of Might, all that are, like, worse than your average DBZ episode, which is, like, really weird.
I kind of like Tree of Might, just because it's different, but yeah, it's still not great.
I really like how this was, like, a DB Super movie that was, like, very much Dragon Ball. They, like, never harkened back to original Dragon Ball. And, like, of course the Red Ribbon Army, but even they were like, King Piccolo, and it's like, when's the last time they called him King Piccolo?
Yeah, it's like the movie starts with, like, a bunch of cool flashbacks. And that's the time when the CG, like, is cooler, because it's, like, recreating scenes we already see in 2D.
Yeah.
But have you ever played the Fighter Z game?
No.
It has a story mode that also deals with the Red Ribbon Army, but it deals with Dr. Giro's wife. Maybe I'm really into Dragon Ball movies, so maybe I'll just LP the story mode. It's not that long.
That'd be cool.
There's 3 arcs to it, but it's actually pretty cool.
Also, Magenta, Red Ribbon Magenta, Manlet's blown out, BTFO'd. I love how every time he gets on something, every time he does something, there's a little, stand there for him to stand on. Well, step stool. That's what I was thinking of. Thanks, Ben.
I agree, man.
The other day, I was like helping out a bunch of customers while like paying out for a cash trade, and Nate was like, "How do you talk while counting cash?" And I was like, "Bro, the same way I can play Guitar Hero and talk."
Yeah, you just do it for so long.
Yep. I was like, dude, I could count like $1,000 in cash and like, I don't know.
Do it right now.
20, 40, 60, 80, 100.
Okay, no, 5 ones.
I can't.
Actually, I think that would make it like easier. It would make it take longer, but it would be easier.
And 75 cents is your change, or 3 quarters, or 75 pennies, or 2 nickels, 3 times 7 pennies. That's
SpongeBob.
That's a SpongeBob reference.
What's that?
I don't
Or
remember
if you
which
give me a
episode.
5, your options are...
God. R.I.P. Steven Hillenberg.
Oh man, are we talking about multiverses now?
Dragon Ball Z versus SpongeBob? I'm in.
Wait, no, multiverses is not that.
Oh, the Smash Clone thing.
Multiverses is LeBron James versus Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny.
Oh, never mind. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's so cool. It's just like everyone trying to cash in on the like, oh, we have all these classic characters. Let's make them fight each other.
I'm a head out.
I mean, it worked in terms of, if you go by Steam, like, player numbers, like,
Yeah,
it had an
it's
insane...
working.
But it's free to play, and it's in early access, but already the player count has dropped to, like, 4/5 of what it was.
Yeah, but I have LeBron James fighting Bugs Bunny.
Wait, what is it? I thought you were talking about like the new Space Jam.
It's just a Smash clone that Warner Brothers made. It's called Multiverse.
Are you kidding me? It's actually like made by Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
At least it's funded by them.